After we saw this very strong recovery towards the upside yesterday, we dropped all the way down again here, and now we're all the way back where we started. So in today's update video, I will be exactly talk about what is next for Bitcoin. I will talk about the most important consolidation phase, the most important charts which are telling us something about what is going to be happening next on Bitcoin, and of course I'm going to be talking about the most important data points, the Bitcoin funding rates, the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, and many more important charts which is telling us something about what is happening next here. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So yesterday we got some breaking news in terms of the inflation data, and straight away after Bitcoin pumped towards the upside, then we had the FOMC meeting and Bitcoin actually dumped all the way down again towards the levels where we were trading on yesterday afternoon. So basically in the last 24 hours, nothing has happened. And right now, I still want to be pointing out is that currently, if we're looking at Bitcoin, we're just going to be looking at this massive consolidation right here. Of course, last time around, we took out the liquidity on the lower side, which was laying over here. And while we were trading on the top side, we were taking the liquidity out, which was laying over here. Bitcoin is bouncing between the highs and the lows. And really, we're just expecting Bitcoin is going to be remaining to consolidate in this region right here. And whenever, and this is very important, whenever we break below the green box, we are going to be going lower. I can guarantee you that. We're going to be going probably to levels of around $60,000. And if we break on the top side of the range, I think we're most likely going to go to $80,000 or $85,000. So currently Bitcoin is just in a new consolidation phase, and it's just a matter of time before we're going to be breaking out. But like we know, on the bigger perspective of it all, Bitcoin has been consolidating sideways for over 106 days in a row. And currently, we're just seeing more sideways consolidation price action. And if I'm zooming out on the bigger perspective, we can see that we first created this massive downtrend with, of course, a lower low. And now we're still creating that higher low structure. So if Bitcoin really breaks below that green box on this chart right here, or you could be approaching on this chart, if we really break below this support box right here, then indeed we are going to be seeing a very bearish price action continuation for Bitcoin. But all in all, I don't think that Bitcoin is looking all too bearish right now if we're zooming out here. But if we break below that green box here, then we are definitely screwed. But as long as that is not happening, I think that actually the trend is still looking quite okay, since we of course are still creating that higher low on the bigger time frame and on the bigger perspective. And yeah, what we're really looking at basically is this consolidation phase where we are getting rejected, of course, from the top side, and where we're finding support on the lower side for already multiple days. And to be exact, we have been already in this consolidation phase, this minor consolidation phase, in this larger consolidation phase for over 28 days here. So we're just waiting for the next move to get started on Bitcoin. And all in all, things have not been really excited. And just like I said earlier in the video, if we break below the green box here, then I think we're going to be going much lower. At that point, I will also take profit on my Bitcoin long position, because I do think that at that point, we're most likely going to be breaking lower. But of course, if Bitcoin bounces back towards the upside, breaks the top side of the region right here, I am of course also going to be taking profit above that region approximately over there. So if you're watching the videos on the channel, you will of course know what my next move is going to be with my trade. So as well, yesterday we saw actually once again some inflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF, more than $100 million US to be exact. I just wanted to be pointing out that this is currently happening. And yeah, if we're looking at the funding rates, we can currently see that the funding rate actually remains to be negative, which means that the majority of the traders are actually still trading short. And one of the reasons why I still do believe that Bitcoin is eventually going to be going higher is because Bitcoin always follows the liquidity. And currently, there's about $10 billion US worth of Bitcoin short liquidations laying above us. And it's just going to be a matter of time before Bitcoin eventually takes out that liquidity on the top side. And currently it is laying between $72,000 to $74,000 US. So yeah, I really expect we're going to be taking out that liquidity. But to be exact, there's more than $10 billion worth of Bitcoin short liquidations. So it's going to be actually quite a big one we should be paying attention towards. So yeah, I'm going to be also taking some profits off the table if Bitcoin hits that level. And guys, if you did join me with this trade, because I shared it step by step on the channel, first of all, congratulations. But for the ones that are actually interested in trading but have not tried it out yet, there's right now a very interesting exclusive offer for you. Because if you right now sign up an account using this link in the description of today's video, you can currently claim a free $200 trade on Bitcoin or Ethereum. Doesn't matter where you claim it on, but all you need to do for it is deposit $100 within your first 7 days after you signed up an account using that link in the description of today's video. So if you're interested in that, check it out in the link description of today's video. But going further in towards the content, I still want to be pointing out is that one of the largest patterns that we have been looking at is that inverse head and shoulders pattern. And I talked about it earlier in this video, but I still do want to be pointing out the importance of this pattern. And I see that so many people are currently bearish in this market. Well, I don't really believe that. If you're looking at the 12-hour time frame, Bitcoin isn't necessarily looking bearish. And if you're looking at the 12-hour time frame like this, you can see that Bitcoin isn't necessarily breaking down at this point of time. No, it is actually still holding this most important level of support. So things are still looking quite okay. And on the 3-day time frame, you can clearly also see that we're creating this massive descending bouldering wedge pattern. And basically, we're just consolidating before the next breakout is really taking place here. So yeah, it's still calm before the storm. We're still waiting for the next big move here to be happening, and it is going to be happening at some point in this market. Then, yes, guys, if we're going to be seeing that next leg towards the upside, and if we're going to be seeing any 20 to 23% correction in this market, I would take this opportunity with both hands, because any 20 to 23% correction in this Bitcoin bull market is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime, and I would take that opportunity with both hands. And I do believe that whenever we're going to get the next move, we're most likely going to be getting another 20% correction in this market, and once that is going to be happening again, I will be once again massively longing in that opportunity. So yeah, if you're subscribed to the channel and if you're going to be watching these videos, of course, I'm going to be telling you exactly about that whenever that is happening. So make sure to smash up that subscribe button right now here on the channel, because I'm going to keep you guys up to date exactly what is happening on the market every single freaking day. And then yesterday we had the Bitcoin FOMC meeting, and actually what is right now the new forecast is that we're going to get rate cuts in September, since inflation dropped, since the tone of Jerome Powell was actually quite good. So in literally 2 meetings from now on, or better said, in literally 3 months from now on, we are going to be most likely going to get the first rate drops. And yeah, that is why I also really think that the biggest bull market for Bitcoin is really going to get started at the end of this year. So very excited for that. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching towards the amazing new update video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.